Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Patience. To my existing subscribers, welcome back. If this is your first time here, be sure to click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can continue to indulge in the Haute experience. In today's video, you guys, I am going to be creating this gorgeous eye look using the Natasha Denona Glam face palette. This is my first time using this palette, and if you have never seen this palette, this is what this palette looks like. This is by no means at this particular point considered a new release, but it is new to me, and I love how this eye look turned out. So if you'd like to see how I created this look in detail, then keep watching. I've primed my eyes using my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and my eyebrows are already done. And I'm going to go into the Natasha Denona Glam face palette. And I think for my eye look, I'm going to use the instructions or use the labels here to determine the placement of this eye look, just to see how easy it is to use this palette, which I'm sure it is going to be quite easy, but we're going to try doing that. And I'm going to try to use this as an overall face palette. I'm wearing eyelash extensions from Lashify. I'm going to leave a link above for you guys to check out the video where I'm actually installing these eyelashes from Lashify. So I want to do an eye look where I'm not going to use any type of liquid eyeliner. So I think that these shades, especially this shade right here, is going to be perfect for giving me that smoke or giving me that definition in this eye look. But yeah, I want to use this palette as an overall face palette just for an easy, simple look. Again, I'm looking for ease of use because if I'm traveling and I just want to take one palette with me, I would think that a face palette would be a good candidate for that. So we're going to use this palette in this manner. So for my brow bone highlight, I'm going to use this shade right here. This shade is called Star Glow. Ooh, it only takes just a little bit. Yeah, that has lots of pigmentation. And this is actually one of the highlighter shades, I believe, in this face palette. But dip into this lightly because it is indeed quite pigmented. I'm now going to use this shade right here. This shade is labeled as a transition shade, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it as a transition shade, and I'm using this brush from Sonia G. This is a Blender Pro, and I'm going to start off lightly here. I have been convinced already by that highlighter shade that this is going to be a lot of pigmentation from this palette, so I'm just going to build it up to my desired level of intensity. I love the hue of this transition shade. That's really, really pretty. Very nice transition shade. I'm now going to use this shade. This is the Crease Shade, and I am going to use the Crease Pro from the Sonia G Eye set, and I am going to put this in the crease area. Trying to be kind of careful here. I have been wearing these lashes from Lashify for 6 days now. I'm doing a test with these lashes. I want to see how long I can actually wear them using the starter glue that actually comes with the lashes. So I'm trying to be kind of careful here right now, putting this eyeshadow down. It's interesting because in most cases I apply my eyeshadow after my eyes are done. So it's interesting having them on already, so I'm having to work around them. And this crease shade that I'm using can both be used as those one and done type shades. You don't necessarily have to go in with, you know, multiple shades from this Glam palette in order to get a look. Alright, we've got the crease shade down. I'm going to go back to my Blender Pro, which was the first brush that I used to help me with the transition shade, and I'm just going to blend this in just a little bit more. I'm not adding any additional product or anything on the brush, just softening up the edges just a little bit. Very nice. I'm going to use this shade right here. This shade is labeled as the outer corner. So I am going to place this on the outer part of my lid, not on the very outer, but just right in the areas where I don't have anything on my lid right now. I'm going to just place it right in here. Very pretty. I'm going to go into this color right here. This color is labeled as the inner corner. So I'm going to flip my brush over and I'm going to use this on the inner. Okay, and I think I'm going to go back to my crease brush. This was the Crease Pro that I used to apply my crease shade. I'm just going to use this just a little bit to blend this shimmer shade, the inner shimmer shade, just to blend that in just a little bit more. I'm not necessarily using these shades in the order that I would normally think to use them, because I am trying to stick to the script here. I'm trying to stick to the labels that are on these shades. Very pretty. I'm now going to use this shade right here. This shade is labeled Smoke. So I take it that this would be the shade that you would use if you want to add a little bit of a smoky look to your eye. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to use this as I would eyeliner because I don't want to use any liquid eyeliner with my lashes. So I'm going to take an angled brush and I am going to use this as I would eyeliner. So I'm just going to pressing this in. And I have to hold down to go around these lashes. That's really pretty. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use my eyeliner pencil from Makeup by Mario on my bottom waterline here. I really like this eyeliner. I like it because it does have this little smudging brush on the end of it, which I really like. So I'm going to take the brush end of this liner and I am going to just sweep this upward just a little bit so that it's kind of giving me a little wing there. It's really soft, not too dominant. And I'm gonna take it across here as well, just to kind of smoke that out a little bit, bring it all together. I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye. And I find that using this method with this pencil from Makeup by Mario works as long as you smoke it out relatively quickly. Once it's dried and sets in, it's not going to move. So you wouldn't be able to do this. So that's why I'm just doing one eye at a time. So it'll give me enough time to blend this in before it actually dries down and sets. Very pretty. This is really, really pretty. I am going to finish off my complexion and I'll be right back. My complexion is done for the most part, but I am going back to the Natasha Denona Glam face palette again, and I am going to use this shade right here. This shade is the blush shade in this face palette. I'm going to use this brush right here. I like using this brush to apply my blush, and I'm just going to tap into this very lightly because it's already shown me that it's quite pigmented. So I'm just going to tap this in an upward motion on my cheekbone area. It's really, really pretty. And I'm going back to this shade right here. This shade is called Star Glow. It's the shade that I'm using as my brow bone highlight. And I am going to place this on my cheekbones. I'm taking a little bit on the end of the nose. Just a little bit. Right in the bridge of the nose. And blending those two together is what I normally like to do. Just to give me a little highlighted look there. I like putting some on my Cupid's bow. And just a little bit on my chin, not too much, just a little bit. Just to kind of help pull it all together. The Glam Face palette from Natasha Denona is such a gorgeous palette. I am so looking forward to taking this face palette with me on a vacation because I think it's going to be everything that I need when it comes to creating a gorgeous eye look and also adding a beautiful blush and highlighter if needed. This palette is very easy to use. Using the eyeshadows as they are labeled in this palette is definitely going to be a win situation. It's a gorgeous palette. I am so glad to have it in my collection, and I definitely will be using it again. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.